40% of the world's population live within 100 kilometers of the coastline. That's 2.4 billion people. Houses, businesses, industries, and utilities are all built along the coastline to support this population. As you can see from this picture here, this makes the coastline vulnerable to the impact of extreme storm events. But imagine if we knew with some degree of certainty what the impact of the storm event would be days before the actual event, then emergency response teams could be better prepared, people that might be affected could be evacuated, and we could better plan to mitigate the impacts of the event. That's what I'm aiming to do with my research, to develop an early warning system that can warn us of an impending storm event. But as of right now, we have a limited idea of what the output of a system like this would be. It's kind of like trying to bake a cake without knowing what ingredients we have. We've got the flour, the salt, sugar, and everything else we need, but they aren't labeled, so we're not sure whether we're mixing in sugar or salt. With an early warning system, we have the 7-day forecasts of waves and tides. We can survey our coastlines to find out what it looked like before the storm event, but we have no idea how these ingredients are going to come and mix together in our mixing bowl, which is the numerical model that we're going to be using to predict the coastal change. So as part of my research, I'm trying to figure out how much we actually need to know about these different data streams to be able to accurately and reliably predict coastal change. One of the key ingredients that I've been looking at is how well we need to know the condition of the beach before the storm event. When a storm hits the coastline, if we have a really wide beach as opposed to a beach like the one we have in this picture here, then the impact of the storm event is going to be extremely different. Through my research, I've been able to show that we don't need to go out and carry out detailed and time-consuming surveys every single time there's a storm, but instead we can use an average beach shape or certain elevation contours along the beach and still be able to get accurate and reliable results because of the fact that the model we use isn't perfect. Over the coming years, I'm going to be setting up a prototype early warning system at Narrabeen-Collaroy beach in Australia, which is the beach we see in this picture here, so that we can evaluate how well a system like this will work and gain a better understanding of the advantages and limitations before considering rolling out these systems on a much larger scale. The end goal of my research is to gain a better understanding of the ingredients we have for coastal forecasting and how well they all come together so that we don't end up giving the public a salty cake. Thank you.